Okay, FM 101.7.
Enjoy. Inti Prof, what you no ba ayi mu a referendum ni mu a yesi the entire yes constitution ni yetumi ama obi aba bato nim say yeditumi be ma omafo no. Sa panet ye Prof na waye ayi me hu say wo ye ho campaign no sa wo ayi social media ne ade. Is it true say yeditumi ma omafo ni ti ne yesi enkoto aba ensesa constitution no ana?
Mami try say me share the ekoso in the referendum in a way bia obia
bit yo.
And number one, o start bibisa or say o constitution mu na o try say constitution ankasa no there were two types of provisions. Baako ye the obroni frɛ no entrenched and na baako so ye non-entrenched. Na bibi ye entrenched na ase kyerɛ sɛ one more try constitution no anyone more vote to adopt the constitution no I say sa de kodina amatro no so important so fundamental such a basic pillar say so person sa de no a also come back to the whole people for them to approve the change and no entrenched no ideally no you don't want to be messing with entrenched provisions.
Unless mu na omanfo nti ase ka entrenched na che say sa articles na war constitution o don saka enye ye o sesa na enye ye
o sesa na be ye
but sakra ye den
ne sakra ye
den come back to the people
omanfo no
na omu vote to ye no
the enti na ye come back to the people no
that's what I'm saying say that entrenched no and non-entrenched no your friend is saying no parliamentarians no acting on behalf of the people can amend that. But even then, you need to take majority of the House or now of Parliament to amend that. You know, my first point is unless there is a compelling reason, unless you get to say, bibi happy enye emma kroning koso emma yentimi en manage ye ho yie you shouldn't touch an entrenched provision.
Okay,
one or two examples of entrenched provision would be an article like say Ghana no ye multi-party state.
Ghana ye dodo amemu oman
untimi enko change no easily
na wonye say enkroma de ni bi one party state.
And the reason I'm mentioning one party state, they say entrenched provisions and even non-entrenched provisions, no. En fi a real neighbor. Framers no actually a history, actually a traditions, actually experiences. No matter say some mistake here,
bida.
Into this is what we want to do. So that is the first point, because it allows people. And it forces people to ask the question, say, Adentina, ye pese ye amended sa Article 55.3 no ye koye referendum. E die na ekoso a enyentia ye pese ye amended no. And incidentally, no, Maminka say it's not only Article 55.3. There's another article I know do be am ho nkomo. Referendum Article 248.
248 o maka ya kan
248 no so and no cry you more restrictive than 55.3. Although 248 no entrenched, but 248 no say political party no ontimi endorse it. 55.3 ni say political party untimi sponsor.
Okay. Untimi mo bi nyina untimi
ka say
udi ska ama no.
No so sponsor no say work of file papers on your
okay. They said the parliamentary elections here.
They said the parliamentary then you are sponsoring the candidate. But one sponsor no kra no no sponsor ne ho a untimi endorse no. MPP ka say oh yeah endorse papa we. Ana untimi mfa wo political platform ema no say on be campaign on it. You know we have to understand that there is a reason NTR people have gone to
Prof,
that.
There any reason no.
Reason no make sure. Remember two reasons. Number one, partisan politics and our party politics. Nyansawum, when one can identify ideological differences, and so people with like-minded values and ideology.
Prof, break your honor down, bro. I can't
say, yeah, boomaya. A bit me, I say, okay, when it comes to growing economy, yen taxi a beer asikafono. That's they believe that. That's the way to grow the economy. A binus wait back, I say, oh no, taxing the wealthy no good. Nemum yen jawam wealth in my now more debate create a lot of people are na I better off. Then the government can tax all these other people who are being employed. So ideological division. At the national level, no, when you are trying to run the whole country and you are recruiting people from each constituency, it would make sense for like-minded people to come together to put together a manifesto, a summing up one more ideological beliefs. So, for instance, they may be social democrats, and when you read their manifesto, you can see evidence of social democracy in that manifesto. Or they may be liberal democrats. When you read their manifesto, you can see, say, a manifesto. So, at the national level, it makes some sense. At the district level, no, because there are two different types of government, national and local. And no crowd also amount for Kasa. Explaining national government, no, say one more policies, strategies, and so on are affected the whole country. That's why it's called national. And don't say, uti a previous year, you're part of it. Okay. You are also part of it because yes, but uti a you have a say because you have a parliamentarian representing you. That's why we divide the country arbitrarily into constituencies.
Okay.
Just so that we can create this national government. But national government, no, or your policy are affecting the whole nation. For instance, type of military that you are going to raise.
Even what is
the foreign policy? What is your economic policy, fiscal policy, industrial policy, and so on? It makes sense. Say, because of ideology, no, until like-minded people will come together. When it comes to districts, no, you're breaking the country down into manageable units. Ideology who now one more you say, how do I make sure say sekania na ewo ye kwan so no adumu a obeba besisa ana de ben na ye beba besisa me bola ana say ye wo abatwa bi a why na make sure say e clean ana school for call aduma a why na make sure say some school bus na break it down you fix it. Okay. So they are managing at the district level. It is practically impossible and a exercise be a futile. So be a manifesto a cover in Ghana you have 260 metros, munis and districts. I'll be a manifesto a cover all these districts because you are munamo one party. It doesn't make any sense because municipality and our metro AMA problems are very, very different from the problems of Nkwanta.
Okay.
Intino, what they were thinking about, the framers no say, when it comes to the districts, no, party politics because party politics is not relevant. Party politics is relevant when there are ideological divisions.
I want to be anti-ideology. I say,
competence. Yeah, probia or you're competent. I'll bet me making sure say bola guwa yebaba besisa se kania duma yebaba beso. And in that case, no, there's nothing like an MPP town councillor.
Inti Prof, ban saying as they say this assembly elections no cry politics. Our posters color crowd depicts our politics no.
And it's color no there. It doesn't mean anything because Enra Misheda mini Professor Prempe ekotwa pictures.
Okay.
Obia the color na I say mumu say mu color obi wetin ba say mu NDC for because
green wombs
because green but that's option is there. That's a mistake. Inti I know that's not inti me twa picture no na red Monday because me see me protest general legal counsel then na me share red shirt and I me share blue jeans. No, because NPP ni wa share red shirt. You know, you can read so many things into colors and are completely irrelevant.
Yes, okay.
So I've seen these things, and maybe they are trying to remind people, say, I'm your NPP and now I'm your NDC. But the important thing is they cannot say directly, and so number two, they cannot stop any other person from using the same color green. You know, 10 people who feel like they are aligned to NDC or want to signal that they are NDC can use that NDC thing. So that is the basic reasoning here at the district level. No,
politics.
And in many counties, although there are some counties are local elections, so you're partisan. But in many, in my county, for instance, no, local elections are always non-partisan because it's
America,
Alachua County.
But other places, politics.
Places, but in many places, no one yet, but some do. But Obiani history. When we cite foreign examples, we have to understand, say, there's some history
behind it.
So no, we have to understand our history and understand why framers were so emphatic.
Prof, not just a patches or more true constitution in 92. No, per se. This assembly election be ya man yourself. And to be argument so doc me ba ho say obi argument say na se anyini. Se kane no ye de hina na konsua. Ene ye hia omo ana omo chiro constitution 92 ni so metre say ye ni mako ni enu makum. Ye ni ahu say ni ma akọ na ni ensesa. In fact asesa ene ma bebre o constitution ni. The other thing na yes ade adwena kosi omo chiro constitution.
Very good question. Until I start bisa say a dear problem.
And
yes, solve it.
Okay.
Because unless I understand the problem that you are trying to solve, it's very hard for me to justify why.
Prof, Constitutional Review Commission report on the buy. Report and say Ghana for over 85% of Ghana for money on Kasa Ghana Hania Bruch, Omuninaji to say this assembly elections so cry Omoyana Manyo Dada. Inti Yamfanya Yamo Monkoye. Nayama ni na home wine so where the Yaman
and Constitutional Review Commission. Me smoke back around 10,000 people at Kakasa and 90% are almost in Janus. That's not how we think about constitutions. They walk around into Nipa Bibrisi and Sanutino.
Nanyana Unia Dr. Sankazaka said power belongs to the people.
It's not constitution, no. People don't understand, say, and yet strictly a democratic document.
Oh, sir.
So yes, because you cannot say yen you cry a majority abrofo and I a majority asantifo and I a majority intino you be dictated to minority. That's why there are certain rights that everybody would enjoy no matter what your majoritarian or minority status is. The constitution no dia uko bisa no, you sit down and you say again values na important to you. And that's why you need experts to come together to articulate these values and then to formulate way. The second reason here framers restriction violence historically violence in politics was always very high at the local levels.
Ghana local levels. Sir,
people don't realize we in Ghana you try say you bear democracy without party politics even at the national level. 1977-78 referendum, and the question on the referendum ballot was yenjai partisan politics for national level and General Champon and decided anybody near friend Unigov or say party abino a chiche mudodo intino yenye nkaboma bain no Obia face or you're competent and now a bit man unconstantly. But let us not identify ourselves with party labels so that people will actually try to vote for people rather than vote for party members.
I see.
Now that didn't go very far because I'm out for face a champion on person near Pam. Those days, they school for court demonstration, Ghana Bar Association court demonstration. They per se Pam no, and a fast hard check nearby. Into a referendum, and my case referendum our winning, but the whole country went on strike. I mean, most people, GBA, Nooks, and so on. Emma Palace School by Emma Akufu be replaced a champon. And when Akufu came, he even tried to continue that. Or no creativity, a friend Tinagov. Tinagov was the same idea. Military, policemen, why, all will be represented in the government. And that didn't go very far because then there was the rolling school on May 5th, followed by the June 4th coup. So historically, because of the violence at the local level and the potential for violence at the local level on issues that require more competence than ideology. Because as I said, Juma as a town councillor, to make sure say community. No. You need NPP way bia ya de macro eti and NDC way bia ya macro muti. Who you competent? You don't have to wear a political jersey to be a town councillor, to be a local mayor, and so on and so forth.
Prof, mama home so na mema doc mre mesa ba so.
Okay, FM 101.7.